Hi Sagittarius, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing amazing. This is for all my Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering August 22 to the 28th, as you can see below. And this week, guys, on the 22nd, we are starting off with a brand new season, Virgo season. So we're shifting from fixed fire Leo into mutable earth Virgo. It'll feel a little bit different. Maybe you'll start to feel the change in the transition this week from fire to earth. More practicality, more details, health, schedule, routine, stuff like that, as we enter the harvest season and closer to fall. Okay, on the 24th, we have Uranus and Taurus going retrograde, which is a longer transit. That's going to be taking place till I believe like the end of January next year, 2023. So during this time, these next few months ahead, we're going to have more wiggle room, more cushion, more time to maybe work on the things that have been a challenge, that have been difficult for us when it comes to changing our stability, security, and foundations. We're just going to have a little more time to maybe get started or prepare, complete, or just work on these things that maybe have been difficult for us. And we're like, I just need a little more time. I just need to plan a little more. I just need to think about it. We'll have these next extra months to kind of like start working on it or doing it or get started. Okay. Then the next day on the 25th, we have Mercury entering Libra. So this is us thinking and communicating in a more relatable way, being able to put yourselves in each other's shoes, connect, be open, and maybe this will help enhance communication within our relationships as well. Okay. Then lastly, towards the end of the week, we are closing the week out on the 27th with a new moon in Virgo. So this new moon is about planting new seeds, manifesting, thinking ahead what you want the next few months to be like. And I feel like with this new moon in Virgo, you may find yourself maybe trying to have a new schedule, new routine, new habits, new health goals, new health regimens. This is usually a time when people start to go back to school. Maybe you got to be flexible with your schedule. You're trying to get used to this new schedule or new classes, programs, you know. So it is going to feel like maybe you got to organize things or put certain details together and kind of set the tone or organize what your life is going to be like in the next month or so or the next few months ahead. Okay, so you may find yourself starting a new regimen, starting a new routine, a new schedule, pattern, health goal, or stuff like that. Okay. All right. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram or TikTok, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. And I do also have a link below my second channel, Nicloves XO, if you're interested. Okay, great. All right. So let's get right into it, guys. So Sagittarius, by the way, guys, I did switch up the posting scheduling. Usually I post the water signs and fire signs kind of like Thursday night, and then Fridays I was posting the air and earth signs, but I'm switching things up and I'm switching the earth and fire and posting fires on Fridays instead. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I just felt like it needed to change a little bit because the earth signs have always been last for a while, and I felt like it was a time or, you know, fair for them to kind of get moved up a little bit. So hope you guys don't mind. Okay. All right. So let's get started. When it comes to your health, Sagittarius, I don't know if this is exactly directly health related, but I'm getting that you may have to change something like about your floor. And it could be like maybe a mat that you have in place, or something that you step on, your carpet, the wood on the floor, something that maybe you like I always hit myself on this, or I always hit my feet or my toes, or maybe the stuff that you put in the bathroom tub, like so you don't slip. There's like something you may have to change this week, or maybe something you've been thinking that has needs to be adjusted or switched or get a new version of it. Has to do with your floor. Okay, or maybe you need to switch something, or you're getting stuff done to your flooring on the ground, or something that you put your foot on a lot may need to get fixed, or maybe something could be like sticking up and that's made you trip or fall before, or it's hurt you and you're like, oh, I gotta get that fixed or take it out, replace it, or a mat or something that you have on the floor that may need to get changed, replaced. And it's something that you've been thinking about and you're like, okay, I need to remind myself, or I need to write that down, because maybe it's not like an emergency, but you keep putting it off and you're like, okay, I need to like get that done this week, you know, or it's gonna like be there forever. Okay, I know it sounds kind of random, but I guess it could be health related if it can cause you to fall or hit yourself or something like that. Okay, all right. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like there's something being rebuilt or reconstructed, and maybe something is getting changed right now. There could be some big change happening, maybe at work or at school. Maybe there's construction going on, or people are being replaced, and maybe there's new people coming in, old people leaving, there's training stuff going on. And it just feels like everything's kind of being changed right now. So there could be some dramatic changes happening, and things are being torn down, rebuilt, kind of going through this kind of a rebuilding process kind of thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, but it may be kind of like, ooh, shocking or unexpected, or a lot more to take in than expected. Or maybe this is like maybe something like a work truck, or a working car, or the office or the building, something's getting fixed and getting reconstructed, and you're like, oh my gosh, all this noise. Or there's a lot of changes happening that are coming as a surprise. Okay, and there could be a Scorpio involved, or maybe you work with a Scorpio, or you're being advised to make sure you go with these changes, and be smart about it. Okay, and it just feels like also that like it can maybe within work or school or your finances, that there's a lot of things that are kind of maybe out of your control, and although maybe you want to help or you want to do more, maybe you can't do that much right now. You just got to let things happen, fall into place, and then go about and decide what you want to do moving forward. Okay, and I think you're being advised to use that Scorpio energy, and just like before something changes, you change yourself first and change with it. Don't be put in a position where you gotta be forced to change something when you could have like done it before your own way at your own time. I don't know if that'll make sense, but hopefully it'll make sense for who it's supposed to be. Cardinal, beautiful. I think I've been seeing this cardinal like every day around this time, but there's one that like flies right here. So beautiful. Okay, some good luck for you guys. All right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side, we have the Two of Cups. Maybe some of you are like, yeah, we need it when it comes to love. You have the Two of Cups on your side. Then we have the Five of Wands. Then we have transformation, okay? All right, so some of you can have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, or maybe you're a cusp. So you could be born in the beginning of, or towards the end of November, okay? And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have the Page of Swords, Six of Crystals, and the Eight of Crystals, okay? All right, so I feel like some frustration and anger from your end. And it's not like, like banging the walls and punching the walls, like that kind of anger, I hope. Or I hope most of you are not feeling that way, but it's almost like this anger, like you're angry at yourself for allowing yourself to like someone, or letting yourself like fall for someone, or start to catch feelings for someone, and you almost wish you never met them, or like, I wish I never would have met them, I wish I never would have started liking them, because now I have to get over them, and getting over them just sucks, and I hate it. Like, why did I even let myself start liking this person? Like, why? So there's like some frustration on your end, because it started all nice, it started all sweet, and you connected with someone, maybe you like them, and you know, it didn't go anywhere too far, it didn't go to get too serious, or maybe you didn't get into a serious relationship, or maybe you weren't together for too long, whatever the case is. You started liking each other, and you connected, it flowed, it was good for as long as it lasted, okay, until it didn't work out anymore. And this person has been checking on you, okay? They've been probably scanning around, checking you out, or stalking your social media accounts, or trying to, you know, hopefully, I don't know if you have them blocked or not, but they've probably been trying to snoop around and check around, see what you're up to, what you're doing, but in silence, okay? They're not saying anything, they're not talking to you, but they're just kind of checking on you and see what's going on with you. And maybe you've caught it. Maybe you noticed. Maybe you've seen them checking out your stories or looking or accidentally liking things or something. But I think your intuition tells you, you know, that they probably have been snooping around and looking, because how could they just like stop liking you all of a sudden, or just like not be interested? It just doesn't work that way. And this could be someone who's kind of really busy. Okay, they could be younger than you, if not by age, maybe by experience level, or maybe they're a little immature with their communication style because they don't communicate, or they don't know how to communicate in a proper way. So if they're not younger, they may not be the best at communication. They could also be someone who's kind of hardworking, or work is like their first priority. That's what they dedicate themselves to, and maybe that's part of the reason why things didn't work out. You just didn't feel like you were as important. But they could be like a workaholic, or just work, school, whatever is really important to them. And they tend to put all their time, energy, resources into that. Like if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Like that can be their motto or something, literally. But they are giving, they are generous, they are giving, but maybe they don't have as much time to give you. And time for you is valuable. You want to be able to spend time with someone, you want to be able to do stuff, but they maybe weren't able to give you a lot of time. And you kind of felt like you were sharing their time with other things, and for whatever reason, it fell apart, it didn't work out. Maybe they didn't actually do anything awful to you, but you're kind of mad at yourself for letting yourself catch feelings because maybe you caught feelings really fast, and it's not your fault, it just happens, you know. Maybe they're just really cute, really attractive, whatever, sweet, nice, and you couldn't help it. You caught feelings, and now you're just like, oh, why do I like them? Why did I like them? Why? And you're mad at yourself now. Because it's like you have no one to blame but you, and it's like, why? I wish I had no feelings, I wish I had no heart, I want this feeling to go away because things ended, or you're not talking to each other now, and now you feel like you're like, how do I deal with this? How do I get over this? Because getting over this person now sucks, even if we weren't together for a long time, or even if we like only saw each other a few times. It's just still, it's always hard. And I feel like you're just kind of angry or upset and wanting to just like not have feelings, not feeling anything. But don't be too hard on yourself, Sagittarius. It's happened to all of us, and sometimes we fall for the wrong people, or we fall hard, and it happens. It's always a learning experience, but don't be mad at yourself. Like, don't be upset that you have a heart and you have feelings. You're human. Hello, welcome. We all have feelings. It happens. We all get heartbroken. Things don't work out. Sometimes we want someone, or we want something, and then we don't realize it till later that maybe they're just not for us and we're not meant to be together. But it doesn't mean that we should shut off our feelings and never feel anything again, right? Because I feel like that's doing a disservice to ourselves, blocking ourselves from any future connections. But you may be feeling like, why do I like this person? Why did I let myself fall for them? This sucks, I hate it. Okay, I don't think they're mad at you. I don't think they're upset with you. They probably still keep tabs. Maybe they still follow you. Maybe they still watch all your stuff, or try to maybe, or are looking in secret, but they don't talk to you, or they're not saying that much. Okay, but I feel like there's no hard feelings. I think you are being harder on yourself than you need to be. Okay, but let's continue on and extended. Let's see where this person's overall energy is at, so you can better identify, understand them, see what they're thinking, feeling, maybe want to tell you, or what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on and extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.